Here is RGA Brothers Camp. There's the road here coming down from Grizzly Hill. Just gonna walk in, and this is one of the longest camps that I have to walk into when I come down here. But they have the best boardwalk, by the way. You'll notice that in the video here. So going into RGA. I'm trying not to fall down here. There's their sign, RGA Camp, RGA Brothers. Still a work in progress. Every time I come here, there's something new. Here's their generator hut. Some of their bins. This is all the propane just to run this place, the fuel. This is their house, the cabin where they stay. Wood. Here's into their cookout. Here is their bin. There's some bin. See, they're working on the cookhouse here. Oh wow! Hello! This is they're getting ready for the cooking.
Yep. We're going to have 6 pots, 6 cook stoves that are different.
6 cook stoves, so you'd have all of you. Going to put one more there?
Yeah, that's how we're putting it over there.
Wow.
And we're going to bring it up to that height of 13.5 inches.
Yeah.
So the stoves can go in and out.
Wow.
And we're going to have a little half-inch steel door. Frames over here.
Yeah.
So you can try that pots in and out.
Oh, that's awesome. I was wondering if you could call me when you start cooking so I come down in a video.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right now I'm just showing everybody all the camps. So I was just walking through all the camps.
So one of the things we're going to be doing is we put this one down, it's going to sit here, we're going to work on it. So we're going to cook on one pot in that Davies home. So
Yep.
that'll be on Wednesday.
Oh, this Wednesday?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll start cooking Wednesday. We're just getting the webcam ready right now.
Yeah.
And cleaning up, moving stuff around, cleaning all the cobwebs out,
Nice.
taking
Okay.
spiders out.
Yeah. So you're just going to use the one pot for now?
Yep.
But you usually have 2?
Yeah.
Cooking?
We only got 7 cooks, so that's all we're going to do.
How do you know? Just because of how many bins you put in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. This will be amazing to see. Once he gets going and he gets that pot down.
Yeah, this one's so modern. It's the modern way.
Yeah.
And we just started doing this because we baby had heat propane.
Yeah.
And then I started seeing how Mitch was doing heat.
Yeah.
So I said, rather than go get wood all the time, we'll do it this way.
Yeah. Saves you a little bit more time too, eh?
Well, it costs a little bit. The propane on these ones will probably cost us about 1,000 to do all the cooks.
Yeah.
7 cooks will probably take us maybe about $800.
Oh wow.
Propane.
I forgot to ask in the last video. Once it starts cooking, how long does it cook for?
Depends on how much heat you can get to the bottom.
Yeah.
And temperature outside. If it's really cold outside, it means the oilcans that are going in the water.
Yeah.
The old way they used to do it by Johnny and when I cooked with him,
Yeah.
is you would get the water to a boil first. Once the water was boiling hot, then you would duck shaft and put the oilcans in.
Okay.
And then those oilcans would sit in there, they would sink to the bottom. And then you wait until the oilcans come to the surface. And you start watching them come to the surface, you start seeing some bubbles come up. And little foam bubbles in different places.
Yeah.
And that's when you start timing your boil.
And that, what's the average time on that? 10, how many hours?
Some people do 8.
8
some
hours?
people do 10. We average 8 here on our boil after it starts boiling.
Yeah.
We time it for 8 hours. 8-hour boil.
Yeah.
Sometimes we go a little longer.
What do you use to stir when you're cooking? Yeah.
Maybe we got it. I think they're cleaning. Those big wooden paddles.
Okay. Do you have the bristles on them too?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a boat paddle, like?
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe one here. Gonna hold the green, yeah. This one here. When you use this one, you see these lines on here?
Yeah.
That's what we use when we push and grind. When you're pushing everything back and forth.
Yeah.
And you grind it up and down inside the process.
Yeah.
And this bottom part basically is used on the bottom. And you push it along the bottom. Nothing's fixed inside of it.
Oh.
Like whatever there's a fire,
Yeah.
sometimes a little bit of sit in one spot. You don't keep it moving. It burns on fire.
So you want somebody stirring it all the time? You want somebody stirring it all the time? Okay.
Once we push and grind, we're on that for right until everything starts to settle down.
Okay.
And then we start reducing our fire, put it down to a little bit of a boil.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of boil, we keep moving it back and forth.
Yeah.
And we're in here all night long. Somebody's always in to push and grind.
Yeah.
And when you first go into the boil, you put the fires on, put a cover on the pot,
Yeah.
and just roast it for 8 hours.
What do you use for the cover? Just a plywood? Piece of plywood?
There's a big sheet of 2 sheets of plywood that sit on top of it.
Yeah.
Because this is 10 feet long, 4 feet wide.
Okay.
So you take a
Cover it.
4-foot piece and add on the two feet. And
Yeah.
it's done.
Nice. This is so exciting to see. I can't wait to see like the cook. And you normally have 2 pots going, but you're only gonna do the one.
Yeah, we're just gonna have one. We're gonna use Davy's own. And so with this one, maybe next year, we're just gonna get it ready. So that's how for next year, how we will come in.
Yeah.
Put the pot fire underneath. It's ready to go.
Okay.
We got a little bit of work to do on it. There were some edges that weren't completely flush.
Yeah.
So plane everything down. So you see no gaps. And won't have any leaks.
Yeah.
So we gotta fix those too.
Oh. Do you want to talk a little bit about your painting outside? Show them the painting we were talking about in the last video. It's a little bit slippery. Whoa. So we're coming out of the cookhouse and we're going to the front. In the last video, Jerry was telling me about Mansel's painting. And this is it. They could see this painting when they're out fishing.
Well, this one here, this one was designed by Mansell Griffin.
Yeah.
And he just came up and asked me if I wanted to have it painted in front of my work jump. And because we're the RGA Brothers, it's Robinson, Griffin, Azak. That's what RGA stands for.
Yeah.
Because there's Mansell and Davy, they're the Griffin.
Yeah.
And there's Larry and Fred, they're the Azaks.
Yeah.
And there's my brothers, and we're the Robinson.
Yeah.
So we wanted to have something that represented our camp. Is that it doesn't matter who comes here, they're always welcome. And that's why when Mansell designed this, I noticed that he put the 4 crests in here also.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
It has the raven, the killer whale, the wolf, and the eagle.
Wow.
And you see them in the hands on the sides,
Yeah.
on the arms.
Oh, yeah. Now that you mention it.
And this is the grizzly in the middle, the white grizzly. I didn't know he did this until he showed it to me.
Aw.
And he showed me a picture of what he can put on here.
Yeah.
And it was just something just to make, in our camp here, we wanted to incorporate that, our culture.
Yeah.
It's also part of our camp.
Yeah.
And we try to incorporate that with any of the young kids that come in.
Yeah.
We teach them different things that we do here, why we do them, and how we do them. And everything that we do here has a purpose. That's one of the things that we want to teach the children,
Yeah.
the young children that come here. You know, for them, it looks exciting, it's fun.
Yeah.
And other times it's dangerous, and there's other hazards that come with it. Like the other night we were out when it blew up a storm here.
Yeah.
And we couldn't come all the way back down because the waves were just so big. And we had to go all the way around
Oh.
and go over the saddle to get back in.
Yeah.
And while we were pulling up our net, the waves were coming in the back of the pond.
Crazy.
So it was like a perfect storm.
Crazy. And they were out with you guys, the young guys.
Yeah, but that's one of the things that, you know, with Fishery Bay, everybody thinks it's always calm here.
Yeah.
But when the wind blows up, it blows up like an ocean.
Yeah.
And it's rough.
Yep. I've never been down here and on the water when it was like that. I keep hearing about it, but I'm thankful that I haven't experienced that yet. Down King Coleth I have, but not here in Fishery Bay.
So right now we're just hoping that there's going to be that the second run is going to show up. 'Cause
Yeah.
it hasn't showed up yet.
No.
So we're just hoping that it's going to show up.
When I drove down to King Coleth yesterday, there was still lots of bird activity all the way down and coming back, but I didn't see as much sea lion as I normally would in between King Coleth and Fishery Bay.
We still see them out here.
You're still getting them here?
Yeah, they're still
Okay.
out there.
That's
See
a
them
good
at
sign.
night or when they're out there. But, we'll know by Thursday on whether or not we're going to get a second round.
That's the tide.
Yeah,
That's
the
what you're
tide's
waiting
getting
for.
bigger again.
Yeah, okay.
We'll know by then.
Yeah.
We'll try. We'll keep trying.
There's coming down here I also keep track of the birds that are over the McKay Bridge, and they're active like this now over the bridge, whereas they weren't active like this before.
Over the bridge now?
Yeah.
Cool.
So I guess that's a good sign, like they're still there, they're moving up.
Yeah.
And then when you guys first started, do you think it was the ice that was the barrier that made you miss that first run?
Yeah.
Because you couldn't get out there, it's too unsafe?
Well, when Mississippi, they were breaking ice coming down. Is it when the prop was churning up hooligans.
Oh,
The
okay.
hooligans were flying all over behind them.
Yeah.
So I figured that, you know, our first run that came through, most of it went under the ice.
Yeah.
And so what we caught was the tail end of it.
Tail end of it, yeah. Because there was, in the feed that I had, there was eggs all over the bowl that we got, the feed that we had. But when we cooked it up and ate it, there was only males in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So every other feed, I think, just had.
The ones that we're catching right now out there are spawned out.
They're spawned out. Wow. Yeah, because last year in my books, it was end of February we were fishing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for the last 4 days of February or something like that. And I think you were already cooking at this time last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. So I could come back on Wednesday and,
Okay.
yeah. What time do you think you'll start? What time should I be here?
We might be starting in the afternoon,
After
depending
you?
on how we do with everything here.
Okay.
Right now we're just trying to get everything ready, and David and I go down and get their stuff, get
Okay.
the propane, and then we should be ready by Wednesday.
Okay. That would be awesome to see. I've never really seen